Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, 180! In your face.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
So don't say nothing. Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? 18. 41 the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
A shotgun give to Fournette. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short.
Out early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now, 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
25, check 25, check 25. Check the backer, check the backer.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
On first down, Dobbins, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
On the double. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Ready.
On 2nd and 15 now. Driscoll trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Look, squeeze.
Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Ready? 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's be Griffin.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Driscoll completes it to Dixon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Tonight. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Hey, tight. Hey, Sam on. Check 24. Check 24. Get it.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Check 48's the Mike. You must be 6'6", bullet high.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dixon complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, got to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Let's go. Time to go. Night, night. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's a second and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when Ford would have loved that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check 4, check 4. Hard, hard.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
I got you, I got you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
41 Mike, 41 Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's our time. Check 9, check 9.
2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Kill, kill. Hey, lock it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. We're scoreless after one. On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third down. Third and long.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Houston. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. He's tired of me. Hey, 18. Out.
From the 44, Trubisky, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
18. Blue.
On second down, here's Fournette. Room here to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the two-draw corkers. Check 26. Snap.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A quick hitter complete. It's Dixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Jam. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
On first down, Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
At the 9-yard line.
48, Mike, 48. I'm going to fight.
2nd and 5 now. Driscoll. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They'll drop the throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Trubisky to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down now, Dobbins. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here I come. Here I come.
Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
43-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Right now, let's go. Here we go, here we go. Now.
Back to throw now on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Procise. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Bandit.
Right back to Procise. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? The mic. Check. 48's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
2. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Good job.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky completes it to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 5. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable here for Callaway. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fournette, a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Go.
Procise on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, under 10, 10. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll look to throw here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Zoo. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
2nd and 10. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Big rip.
They'll go with pro size. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, let's get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, 180. Here we go. What? Tight right. 3 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Crunch. Banjo. Alert. Slam.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Texans 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
They'll run with Procise. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the pass.
This is Procise on the carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral, open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I smell fear in that offense.
They go to Johnson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Holds on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Holds on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line.
On to punt for the Jaguars.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play